Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Unlike many of our other adventures, which captures footage of our successful trap lines, this video takes you along with us as we scout an area that has been greatly impacted by a large beaver colony. Shortly after receiving information from a landowner about significant damage that has occurred, we headed into the wilderness to get a first-hand look. We hope you enjoy this video and the content provides you with some insight as to what goes into scouting an area impacted by a beaver population. Cut a really nice fresh track earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't kick something up through here. Now we're definitely closing in on the area. Oh, look at here, guys. Oh boy. What do we have here? Yeah. Alright, you never know what you're going to find when you're trouncing around in the woods. Old dilapidated deer stand. Heck, at one time it looks like it was elevated. Huh. Pretty cool little spot. Alright, we're following the creek out. And you won't be able to see it yet, but there's a giant beaver pond at the end of this creek, and I can already see a massive lodge. This creek is beautiful. I definitely already see a couple pinch points where we could set a couple 330s. That would be very easy setting for sure. Probably guaranteed to catch some otter.
Well, that's the beaver dam.
All right, I'm on top of the dam, you guys, and look at right here. I mean,
I just had a trap there.
Yeah, this is definitely a slide going right down to that creek. Lots of activity. They're popping out right here. And so this is definitely fresh. There's definitely activity. In fact, this looks like, I don't know, some kind of shit. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, so definitely some very fresh activity right here. They're popping in and out right there. All right, here's one of the lodges. Hard to tell how active this is. It doesn't look incredibly active, but again, it's really hard to tell. And it looks like there is another lodge right over there that RC is kind of leading the path, checking it out. But this is definitely all dammed up. I mean, look, you got this huge ridge here, and then right along there, the beaver have dammed this whole area up, creating this massive pond. All right, RC gives the confirmation that we got more activity. So let's go check this out. There's just an insane amount of beaver activity, fresh and old, in here. The problem is the ice is so unstable that it's going to make it very difficult. At this point is so unstable that it's not worth trying to set. So we're going to try to work our way around the edge of the pond and see if there's not more areas to set. But so far I found 3 lodges. 2 are pretty old and 1 was relatively new. But this is Beaver Palooza, man. There's beaver sign everywhere in here. Oh, yeah, gotta be careful. Yeah, we're up on top of a big dammed up beaver pond right now. All right, you guys, we are slowly crossing this beaver pond. We worked our way through kind of the first few ponds, and the ice was pretty sketchy. This seems to be a little more stable, and through the woods we see Mount Beavermajaro. It's like the biggest beaver lodge I've ever seen. In fact, it's so big, I think they actually have a ski lift on it. So we're going to try to work our way up very carefully and get you guys some good footage of what might just be the biggest beaver lodge I have ever seen. It looks like a ski mountain to me. Holy Toledo.
Oh my gosh, baby, look at this manhole. 3 foot.
All right, we were able to make it back here pretty safely, so that's encouraging. Look at the size of this. Oh, open water back there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely, holy cow. Yep, I would definitely say this is some fresh activity right there. Look at, I mean, they're popping up right there. Look at the size of this. Rob, look, I'm gonna back up. Stand in front of that thing. So Rob's 6'1.5". And that thing is taller than he is.
Mm-hmm. We'll give this one a scout out to the guitar player in my band here. He scouted this one during deer season, so.
Oh, he did a great job.
Shout out to him. A triple hut. Triple hut beaver pond, we'll call it.
Look at this, Rob. Check this out.
Yeah. He was after that one.
Yeah, almost got it. Keeping his teeth sharp. Oh, another one right there he's got down. Good Lord, is there ever some beaver sign in here? Yeah, he's got a problem. He's got a problem. There's definitely some destructive beavers in here. Something busted up right here.
Well,
you know, oh, careful. I don't know what, but yeah, at some point something busted through the ice right there.
keep it open for him. Deer, get some water. Need a drink?
Yeah, no, I'm good right now. All right, I want to show you guys this. People comment and they ask all the time why we trap beaver. What's the point? They're innocent little animals. Well, I don't know if you can see this well or not, but from here all the way back to the wood line, which from where I'm standing is probably 50 to 60 yards, all the way for probably 75 to 80 yards, they have chewed down every tree except for the little teeny saplings and little pine trees. But every single tree is chewed down. Now, if you're a property owner and this is happening on your property, what do you think that's going to do to your property value? This is definitely a problem. All right, we're working our way back out of here now, and we've had a very successful day scouting. We managed to get 3 sets in at the first beaver pond, but we are going to let the cold temperatures work and hopefully form a little more ice at the second spot. There was an incredible amount of beaver sign. I've never seen anything quite like it. We found 3 or 4 different lodges. There was fresh otter sign, there was fresh mink sign, and we definitely need to come back and finish getting that set, but I just don't feel safe doing it right now. So we're gonna let the cold temps this weekend work their magic, and hopefully things will firm up and we can access the lodges a little easier. But I'm very confident. We've got so much sign. This spot is amazing, and I want to thank Rob and Joey and Luke for the intel, and hopefully we can get it done and trap some of these beaver out of these places. So stay tuned, and the next time you see this, hopefully we're pulling some beaver out of their lodges. Thank you.